I wanted to go back to a long time ago when I was a child, of how my thinking stemmed from obviously children and parents. I came to England 1954, the day before bonfire night, and I hope this is working okay. And my parents couldn't afford to buy even a Kit Kat, Mars bar, any toy on the boat. We arrived. I remember it being cold and people have very red cheeks. And got a taxi to my auntie's house. Now, my auntie had a good life. She lived in Fulham, and it was a wedding present to her and her husband, because her husband was related to Sir Teddy Taylor, the Tory party famous character. And it was Fulham, 5-bedroom house, terrace, big basement, and toilet outside, toilet upstairs, bit bathroom, indoor bathroom, indoor toilet. It was good. A little flat upstairs as well, and I had a great time there. And then we moved to a place called Castletown Road in Kensington, but it was a basement, and that wasn't very good. But they had one bedroom that was a window with nothing to look out into, because there was no area shelter. So it was quite grim, and my schooling was quite bad, and the racism was extreme, and it was not an easy life. And school, it wasn't good at school. I was a non-white person in a school. And then my dad moved to Tottenham. That was a real disaster, because that was changed from Kensington and Fulham to almost like bomb sites of Tottenham. It was very grim in Tottenham. We had a 1-bedroom flat, an outside toilet right down the end of the garden, but a big gap at the top and bottom of the door. No kitchen units, broken up, uneven kitchen floor. We had baths in the kitchen, and the water just run out through the bottom of the door to the kitchen. Also had a big gap at the top and bottom. No central heating, no fridge, no work units. 1 cold tap and 1 hot tap for a family of 7. So you all slept in 1 room. And I was there 6 years. 6 years I shared the same bed as my 2 brothers. It was. My parents couldn't do any better, but I saw the status and the inequalities of life then, and it went on with me into my teens. So yes, I remember helping my brother out on a paper round in Lewisham, the Great Freeze, and then I had a job in a butcher shop, only for 1 Saturday morning. Then I took another job that I quite liked, delivering groceries, like open all hours, and I quite liked that. It was okay. I cycled all around Swindon, Watkins, on the corner of Euclid Street and some other street, I can't remember it, Southampton Street perhaps, I don't know. And then another job, working 6 days a week, every day after school, and the whole day Saturday at I can't remember the shop. It was a hardware store in Border Meadowcroft, near the Kingsdown Brewery. And I was there for some months, but it meant finishing school and cycling from the county ground up to Moonrakers, go up Beechcroft Road to Meadowcroft, and then finish 6:30, 7 o'clock every day, and the whole day Saturday. I used to deliver. I've delivered a washing machine. I've delivered things heavier. So when I get off the bike flies up in the sky. For 2 shillings an hour, that was really good. So I remember buying my first pair of jeans out of my own money. And then I left school. All those jobs were before I left school. My first job was railways, and the future in railways was, after 20 years, you're going to get the next promotion. The person in charge of me in my office, in the telegraph office at Swindon Station, was Mr. Turk, nice man, been there 50 years. His assistant, young lad, he'd been there for 32 years. I made some inquiries around, and I discovered that I've got no future. Whatever I'm going to do is going to take 20 or 30 years to get there. So I vanished. I became a plumber's apprentice. Interesting, working on the Concord test beds that filled in Patchway. And also, at one time, on the Severn Bridge, before the middle section was there. I worked in various different places, but all heavy plumbing, heating, engineering for PG&E. But the day I was supposed to go to college, I decided it's not really for me. So I shot off to London,
Yeah.
Went to stay with my auntie for 3 days. Then somebody who's related to my auntie down the road, strange bloke, he was 31, 32, and I was still 15. And then I got a job at the Fire Auto and Marine Insurance Company. If people remember that far back, Dr. Savanda, De Quincy Walker and David Frost and the Frost interviews and the collapse of this company, and I remember lots of information about that. Some other time I'll talk about it. And then I got a flat. Well, I got a bed sit by myself, doing a bed sit in Swindon Road in Wembley Central, and then my sister moved down, moved in together in another bed sit place around the corner, and then my mum left my dad and went to Ealing, and then the next we all know, we were in a flat, 2-3 bedroom flat in Wembley Central, above just behind Wembley Stadium, and we stayed there for a while, but it wasn't easy, and I was earning not a lot of money, so half my money used to go and rent. And when I was working 48 hours a week and as a plumber's apprentice, or 60 hours a week in British Railways, I always made sure that I paid my way and paid my mum about 20 hours of wages a week to help her out, which is what most people do. And then I came back to Swindon and I was still 15. Yeah. So you can gather where my thoughts lie on people that, like the banks, insurance companies, MPs, leaders of industry, and people that got absolutely no idea how 90% of the people in the world live. They are oblivious to it, and they don't care how they live. As long as they keep all the stuff to themselves, generation after generation after generation. That's enough politics for now. Goodbye.